Annie, just talk about your personal story with cancer, how you found it, how it was diagnosed, and what at the time the prognosis was.
Okay. Well, it was funny. It was Friday. It was 4th of July, and I was in the shower getting ready for 4th of July and found a swollen lymph node in my normal wash pattern. And literally, it wasn't there the day before, I swear. And it was there that day. So the day after 4th of July, the doctor was open, I think it was a Monday, I went in and saw my OB-GYN, and she didn't think it was anything. She said, let's just do a mammogram. So we did, I think, 2 mammograms, and then, doesn't look like anything, but we should check it closer. Let's do an ultrasound. They did an ultrasound. Still doesn't look like it's suspicious, but we should biopsy. And not knowing any better at the time, I said, okay, fine. So the biopsy was Friday the 13th, and yeah, I know, 4th of July, Friday the 13th. And I was in recovery, was still really doped up, and the doctor came in and she said, I'm sorry, it is cancer. It's at least stage 2 because it's in your lymph, and we've got you booked for a double mastectomy on Tuesday because we don't know exactly where it is, so we'll just take both breasts, and have a nice weekend. And she left, and I was, like I said, I was still high, and I was like, okay, what just happened here? So I was pretty, you get that deer in the headlight thing going. And I just literally, all I could hear is, you're going to die, you're going to die, you're going to die. And I kept seeing that picture of cancer, that person's really sick. And so I went home, and I had a little pity party, a big pity party. And I was really, really frightened. I mean, you're just terrified. And I heard a voice. I thought, it was so real, I thought someone had broken in the house. I remember whipping around like, oh my God, someone's in the house. And then I realized it wasn't a person, it was a resonance. And I thought, this is God. And I wasn't really that religious, but I knew it was God. And the voice said, I love you, and I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. And it was really strange. I got it. At that point I was like, oh yeah, because if I die, I believe I'm going to heaven. So what's wrong with that? And if I live, then I've got things to help other people. And right at that moment, all the fear was gone. Everything, I was just completely calm. I was fine. And so I thought, okay, I've got the weekend to figure out what they're going to do to me starting Tuesday. So I spent the weekend researching, and I found out a lot of things about this, what they call the standard of care, surgery, chemo, and radiation, that really set me back on my heels. So I found out that surgery stimulates cancer, actually, and weakens the immune system. I kind of figured it weakened the immune system. I didn't know it stimulated cancer. And in fact, there are studies that show it causes cancer to spread. And then I read about chemo and radiation, both. They both damage the vital body organs. They both damage the immune system. They destroy the P53 tumor suppressor gene, which is the very gene you need. They distort the DNA of your healthy cells. When you have distorted DNA, they're considered precancerous cells. It causes cancer to build immunities against the chemos and radiation. That's why you get that phrase, I'm sorry, there's nothing more we can do for you. No more chemos will work. And they cause cancer to spread, both of them.